Hello you wonderful YouTubers, welcome to my channel, Tiger Rose Rides. You join me on the coast road I'm going from Lee to Stokes Bay and then up through town to home. I'm doing this a bit arse about face because I tried recording the intro a couple of times and for some reason my mic is not doing what it's supposed to do. So this is my third attempt at this, and consequently let's hope this one turns out. So what am I doing today? Well, I'm going to treat you. Yes, I know, you lucky people. I'm taking you up to Fort Nelson for a specific reason. Now if you know my blogs, it's very likely that you've already seen the blog I did on Fort Nelson and the history. If not, please do look through my back catalogue. But this time I'm taking you up for one sole and specific reason, and that's to see 1,500 shadow soldiers to commemorate remembrance, and this being the 80th anniversary of VE Day. It's just right and proper that I do. Now I know I have several viewers from Canada, a couple maybe from America, and a few others dotted around the world that maybe don't see things like this in their country, or for those expats that are have immigrated to Australia or wherever. Maybe you're missing that kind of thing. And something you've not seen for ages, and it's just good to remember. So as I say, I'm taking, by the time I'm finished this little waffle, we'll be at Fort Nelson. I'm going to edit it in. As I say, I was up there this morning, or earlier on this afternoon, but again the mic failed, so I'm just doing this coast run and a little bit of spiel in the hope that it works. And it's a nice little ride along the coast anyway. A bit windy today, not too much, but a bit windy. But yeah. So I'm not going to say any more on the subject. I'm just going to ride now along the coast, and I'll cut in the footage when I think it's appropriate. Enjoy. So the lovely Kelly allowed me to come in. I'm just basically at the main entrance to the fort. Come through reception, and I don't know if you can see it there, it says Standing with Giants. I'll try and zoom in a bit. So we're at Fort Nelson, and the first thing we see on the right hand side here is in the moat as we go across. These are not actually of soldiers. These ones are of the French resistance and the French army that did their bit, gallantly did their bit for the Second World War, for the against the Germans. Fantastic. So let's go on through. Now, most of these shadow soldiers you see are actually old soldiers, but this year we've got all walks of the military. I'll just get you through into the courtyard. And what gets me is it's very possible that my granddad used to do drill here. So let's start on the top right. As you can see, there's sailors, soldiers, airmen, all sorts. Now there's a farm that I'm led to believe there's about 1,500 of these shadow soldiers, come airmen, whatever, all put in by volunteers who have done a fantastic job. I mean, just look at it. You can see them up on the top there, all the way around. Now, as you will all know, this year is the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War, and this is a very, very special event to put on for it, to commemorate those 80 years. Absolutely fantastic. I'm in absolute awe. I thought putting one up on the side of my building was a nice touch, but look at this. Fantastic. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, there's a sailor just there, airman just here, soldiers akimbo. Look at this, parade ground, full of them, literally full of them. Wow. Now, I don't know if there's anything happening in here on Remembrance Day. I'd like to think that there's actually going to be a service in here to commemorate all this and the effort that people have put in. I'm just walking amongst them now. As a military person, 36 years, honestly, it's doing my heart some real good, and I feel quite emotional about it, to be honest with you. Absolutely incredible. It just goes on and on and on. Look at the thickness of it. Wow. So I wanted to show you this. I mean, I know that there are some people in Canada or America, all over the world, that watch my videos, and you may not see anything like this where you are. But I just wanted you to know that these things do happen here in the UK. And Portsmouth being the historical place, military-wise, that it is, this is only befitting that something like this would be done here in Fort Nelson, which is ironic because these forts, the Palmerston forts, were never ever used in anger. My granddad was stationed at Brocco's Fort during the Second World War, for part of it anyway, with the artillery. I think he may have occasionally had come up here. But yeah, sorry, I'm trying to keep the camera on this lot, but I tend to wander up to the sky a bit. Oh, it'll come dark. Okay. This is absolutely amazing. It really is. And again, I want to thank Kelly for letting me in. Apparently many people haven't turned up today. They said they would. I did ask if it was, you know, if they wanted any payment or anything to let me in, and apparently it's a free event. So yeah, I mean, as long as you phone and book, then there's absolutely no reason why you can't come in. And honestly, just standing in amongst these now, I'm so glad I did. Just to say I was there. So I'm going to take a little wander around now just to show you. You can see on top of the hill there, all the way around. I don't know if you can see those over there, but all the way around. even Scots, airmen, sailors, you name it, they're here. I'm hoping they've got a piper in here somewhere. That'd be good. It's almost a case of you can't see the trees for the forest. I'm going to come over here now. This is the far left of the exhibit. I'm going to come over here now and point you to the east, just to show you how thick. I mean, all around the corner, everywhere. Look at that. So dense. All throughout this closest one by the walls here, as you can see, there's lots of little stands with writing on, and most of them are letters. Here's one here, letters that the troops sent home. For instance, this one: "Hey beautiful, I'm sorry I had to put you through all this, darling. I'm truly sorry. I can't read that, I really can't." Yeah, I'm sure you can pause it and read it for yourself. And let's take you over here, where I think is the write-up about the statues themselves. Again, you can pause this and have a read of it for yourself. There we go. You can see you've got a group of volunteers here. Wow, that's it. I wouldn't say that's it, because it's way beyond that's it. But that's really all I can say about it. I'm in absolute awe. So get yourselves along to a remembrance service. After 80 years, I think it's the least we can do. I personally will be going on the large bike ride to Southsea to join in with that remembrance service. I'm looking forward to it for many reasons, but mostly to pay my respects and remember my granddad, who was in North Africa, one of Monty's boys. So that was Fort Nelson and the Shadow Soldiers. I did ask a question while I was in there. I just quickly popped into reception. I was right about the numbers. There are 1,500 there, including the French resistance people. And I asked also how long they're going to be there and what's going to happen to them afterwards. And I didn't know that they're actually from Normandy. This is an exhibit that they have in Normandy, and it's been installed in Fort Nelson for the duration of until New Year, I'm led to believe. So yeah, so there's plenty of time to come and see them. Remember, you do have to book. There are specific numbers they can have in the fort at any one time, so make sure you get your slot. And I would recommend that you do come and attend it. It's quite an awesome display, and well worth the journey. So that's about it this week. Hopefully I'll catch up with you again soon and think of something else to give you. But until then, Take care, be safe and get home safe. Bye for now.